G'day guys, welcome back to our playthrough of Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. We are on top of the roof, just trying to figure out what to do on the front facade. But I think since we did quite a bit of work on building and getting the back wall completed in the previous episode, I figure maybe we start this episode with a little bit of fighting out there and just conquering a fort to, you know, satisfy our Viking bloodlust. And once we've done that, we can, you know, get back to some of the more peaceful elements of the game. Let's have a meal, because definitely gonna need it out there, and just trying to figure out what to eat here. Maybe I'll have a piquant pie, actually. And let's get ready for this assault. I do have a lot of stone, a lot of grouston, which I do want to just put away for the moment. And I need to grab my battering ram, because I need to be able to break in. Can't remember what we need for the battering ram, actually. How many pieces of metal do we need? Flame metal, 10, and 20 ashwood, and 2 settling cores. Alright. That didn't go quite right. Alright, and I've got a little bit of fuel, which is good. I've got a bit of coal as well, which I don't really want to be carrying around, although it is likely that we might actually pick up some more coal at some point. Let's just throw everything in there. And it's got extra iron here, which I'll just throw onto the pile. And yeah, it's looking good. I should just try and remember, though, that I need my health potions. I think we did a little bit of fighting. I can't remember if it was the previous episode or the one before that. But we sort of got into a little bit of trouble with not remembering our potions. Let's just drop that in the right place. Cool, and bone mass is ready as well, so we should be having a relatively easy time. Relative. Hopefully it's not going to be too painful. But we have been surprised before, so let's get our battering ram set up. And yeah, we did take out one of the warlocks in there. I don't really know if the warlocks ever respawn if you, say, leave the fort unattended for too long. I assume they don't, but you never know. Now, can the battering ram actually do any damage to, like, enemies directly? I sort of wonder if it could. Because it does do, like, you know, all this punching, right? I guess maybe not. Oh god, oh no, no. I took too long to respond there. And now bone mass is out. Which makes this fight that much harder, and also my stuff is right in front of the entrance as well, so that doesn't help. So yes, Familiar pain. Let's go with some lower tier stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna need to pick up all of our gear. I need to perhaps maybe kite the enemies for a little bit before I can actually go in there and try and retrieve my things, but I'll spend a bit of time. Actually, no, I don't need to do this anymore. The Aspin is tame, right? So let me just go back in that case, because with a tame Asvin, it means that we need to go out and look for another one. Okay, well, I was thinking of just going out there and sort of hanging out there until our health comes back, but now I sort of just have to wait around, but I guess we've recovered a little bit already. Okay. We probably will die here. No, okay. We survived. Great. Let's duck out immediately, because I do want to put my things on in peace. But also, I just realized, but it might not be a bad idea to grab the heavy cape. So yeah, let's swap things out. And let's get dressed. Brilliant. Okay. Now, can we actually do this without bone mass? Good question. I also wasted one of my potions. Speaking of potions, I feel like maybe it is about time we start thinking about brewing some more. But we'll get to that. Okay, so these guys, I'll leave them alone for the moment. Until I can get to the warlock here. Alright. Oh, and there's an Asvin in there as well. Alright. Okay. Let's get in there. Let's duck out again. Ow. Oh. Oh. Damn it. I mean, that lunge was... Unfortunately, I would say it was timed alright, but we were just unlucky enough to have the warrior sort of pushed forward somehow. I think perhaps maybe the Askvin... Was there another Askvin there? Or maybe a Twitcher sort of moved him forward a little bit, which was really weird. Alright. Slowly running out of food as a result of this exercise. That's alright, I'm sure we can make all of it again. So, just gonna do a few things before we go. Okay. Do I have anything to feed them with? Maybe... Yeah, more of these seeds, perhaps. That's probably not going to give me a lot, but it'll be a start. I feel like it's getting a little late. So I sort of want to finish this pretty quickly, if we can. Yeah, I feel like speed is definitely a problem when using this weapon. It's definitely not as fast as I would like. Hoping I can actually carry everything here. Somehow we managed to pick up like some Verger loot in that fort. I don't know how they managed to get inside, but perhaps maybe they just simply spawned in there, unluckily. We do have a few chests out here. A couple of chests. Is there a third one? Oh yeah, okay, this one is pretty nice in terms of loot. It's offering quite a bit. Let's just put that to the side for a second and we'll add a couple of pieces of wood. Perfect. I wonder if there's going to be any additional uses for the molten cores, you know, down the line or down the track. Bit of iolite, that's always good. Oh, we've got something flapping around. I'm just hoping that it's not a Valkyrie. I don't think it is. I think it may have just been a vulture, I think. Oh, look at that. Nice bit of iolite there. Yeah, plenty of flame metal ores. There's definitely night, so I probably shouldn't be here right now, to be fair. Maybe that much. Okay, let's go. Time to just drop some stuff, and we'll also have a sleep before coming back and just looting everything. I'll have a sleep and I'll drop the Asvin meat on our way back, so let's do that. Okay, goodness me. I mean, here I was thinking everything will be just a walk in the park. We've done this so many times before, but no. Always some level of challenge in the Ashlands still. And I feel like maybe the Mistlands would also still be quite challenging even today, if you manage to find yourself like 2-star seekers and have we ever fought a 2-star warrior seeker? I feel like maybe we have. I just can't remember. Sometimes you just get so focused on the biome that you're primarily dealing with that you forget about some of the stuff that you've been through already in other biomes. Alright, looking good. Let's get ourselves back out there. Now, I did also want to talk to you guys about the Bog Witch update, which I think it is very likely going to be dropping for Halloween. And, unfortunately, once again, I'm going to be away from home for a while, and in fact, this time around, you may find that there might not be some new videos for a while. I am going later on in the week, as I record this on the 21st of October. And yeah, I'll be gone for, I would say, about maybe over a couple of weeks before I start, you know, ramping up more videos. And I'm just not entirely sure what that means for the Bog Witch update, because I think with a lot of the celebratory updates in this game, they are kind of temporary. You know, the Christmas tree, for instance, you know, you can't exactly build that outside of, you know, the Christmas season, etc, etc. So I'm thinking that we might actually not be able to see the Bog Witch update in my series, which is a real shame. I'm kind of bummed about it. But I don't really know if it's like a permanent update or not. It just seems like Halloween themed, you know, so that's why I'm kind of worried. But here's hoping perhaps maybe the update lasts for a while, and that by the time I get back, I can literally, you know, check it out. But if it is permanent, then obviously there's not really going to be an issue, because I can just simply check it out when I get back. But if it is going to be temporary, and let's say I only have like a 2 or 3 day window or whatever, then what I might do is I might actually spoil stuff for myself and, you know, check things out, and check out guides and stuff like that, just so that we're making sure that we can actually check out, you know, the entire update, or the majority of it anyway, in the series. That's my fallback plan, at least. But yeah, unfortunately, the timing is not great for me. Righto, so I think we're obviously going to go back to more building at this point, but before we get started, I will actually do what I just said, which is to immediately begin some production on some more potions. Probably going to need all of those for when the deep north comes around. So let's get to that first. Oil jellies and... oh, I keep forgetting what else we need, but let's have a look. Major healing. Oh yes, the blood clots. So we should be able to make a couple of batches, I reckon. Great. Time to harvest some more honey. But we'll do that later. And yeah, time to stop procrastinating and actually deal with what we want to do for the front of the house. Let's maybe grab the cape. This cape needs a bit of a repair though. So let me just quickly get that done. Okay, so we did sort of open things up on this side, and after having a think about it between episodes, I thought maybe we'll start with having some larger Growston decorations on the two sides, and then we'll sort of see how we can sort of match things up thematically in the center. So that's where we'll start. So to do this, I'm gonna need to figure out how to get some of these Growston pieces in the absolute center. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. Let's just maybe get rid of the floor for a second there, and let's do what we need to do. Do I need to flatten this? Potentially I do need to do that, because I'm having trouble trying to access that corner. Do I need to access the corner? Hang on. If I do that, No, that's not the position that I want. That. Yeah, and then I sort of want to squeeze this underneath it. Can I do that? Yes, okay, good. So don't need to worry too much. Let's get the floor back in. Mind you guys, this is still experimentation phase. It could be that we move the pillar completely. Oh yes, okay, so this is not exactly what I had in mind, but not to worry. We can still work with this. So that's where it's supposed to continue. What I'll do is I'll maybe do one of these wall arch pieces. As long as we can sort of connect it to that corner. Yeah, maybe that looks decent. I mean, is that even necessary? Maybe not. Maybe what we could do is maybe we could use the wall arch in this position instead. Yeah, something like that, perhaps. I'm pretty sure the roof will still cover all of that. Unless we want to go with one of these pieces. I don't know, that looks a little chunkier, which I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I think the wall arch would be best. Again, since it's still experimentation though, maybe I shouldn't really focus too much on getting the details down right now. Just need a little bit more Grouston. I do need to remember that we have piles of Grouston waiting at our Ashlands fort, so we've got a bit more to work with when we need it. Just need maybe a little bit of wood to help me with standing. Oh, right. I've got materials that I've kept for the ballistas, which I had to take down. I do need to remember to try and put those ballistas back up again at some point. Maybe I don't really wanna rush into building ballistas again because, well, I need to sort of finalize certain designs and stuff So they're likely going to have to move anyway, right? So I think what I'll do is... I might just get like one of these pieces in here, for instance, or maybe even up there. That should help us. Yeah, so something along these lines, and then I want to use like an arch that goes over it like that. But then, so if I do another arch here, like so, how does it sort of come down? That's the question that I have. So I don't exactly want the Grouston to do anything to these doorways. I like the doorways as they are with the dark wood. So I'm thinking I probably need like a Grouston beam just to separate the arches. And that's what we've got on the hall wall. So thematically, it fits, right? I'm just convincing myself, guys. I'm the only one that needs convincing around here, to be honest. But if any of you guys have better ideas, definitely all ears. Yeah, so technically that should bring this out a little further, but it doesn't seem symmetrical at all, does it? Yeah, okay. Maybe that is a problem, to be honest. Should I have started from the top and worked my way down? So if I have Grouston here, it won't exactly be in the center, which I was sort of hoping to be able to have the Diverger lantern sort of sit in front of it, if that makes sense. So... yeah, maybe I can't use the Grouston in the corner after all. Yeah, that's roughly the position that it needs to be in. Oh, hang on. I could double things up like that, which is not too bad. And that way I get to keep the position of the Grouston on that side and have this one sort of come down exactly where I want it to be. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe. Actually, do we have any pieces of Grouston that I can just collect here? Maybe not. Let's just try and run some Grouston down. Yeah, maybe I need to set up one of these things. Make it easier on myself. Alright, and... oh man, I'm not close enough to the Black Forge here. Let me just fetch that and temporarily leave it maybe just there. Snack time. Just gonna temporarily leave that. So we still have a little bit of lighting going on while we're doing all of this. Sort of in an awkward position. I'm gonna have to try and figure something out there. Maybe having a sleep is not a bad idea though, right now. It's not quite dark, but that's okay. I'm just having a think of our setup here and whether or not I can do something differently with this wall even. How do we align things? I'm thinking we're going to have to sort of I was going to say we're going to have to guide the Grouston in, but maybe I don't need to do that. Yeah, so that's technically where I want it to be. Just going to see if I can add another piece that touches the ground, and yeah, we should be able to just push this all the way up like so, and then just trying to see if I need a Grouston piece there. Does that make sense? Again, maybe the details that I don't need to worry about right now. Is that in the right position? Doesn't feel like it. Maybe, as I said, maybe I can rethink the wall up here So everything's all reinforced anyway, right? So, okay, right, no. I definitely need that covered. Right. It's interesting how the Grouston over that side overlaps this one by a tiny bit. I'm just seeing what happens if I take away that as well. Okay, right. It's definitely not looking as good. But what I'll do at the very least is I'll use the Grouston as a bit of a guide on how we're going to place the arch. So let me get this floor piece in. Okay, and yeah, so... Oh, hang on. Where did all of our Grouston go? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I've got spare Grouston. What's going on here? It's a bit of stone. Do I have any Grouston in our actual home? No. Okay. Time to head out. I'm just gonna duck in and out and not worry about fighting anything, because I'm not prepared for a fight. Oh, okay. We've actually got problems out here. So what's the deal? Why are we getting attacked? Is this just a random spawn, or... It could be just random. The last thing I want though is that Morgan showing up. You know, I really wish there was a way for us to simply bring animals through portals and stuff. That would be so good. Just a nice quality of life feature, you know? Right, well, we've got the Grouston that we need. Let's continue. I really just want to be able to get this arch in exactly the same spot as what we have on the other side. I'm sort of hoping that the snapping can let us achieve that. I think that's matching. Yeah. So that looks good. Perfect. Okay. Now, this section here is gonna look really weird because, well, that one sort of implies that it's holding up the roof, but this side doesn't exactly do the same thing. Do I even need this here? Maybe I don't even need it at all. again, sort of changing my mind on stuff constantly here. Yeah, maybe... Sorry guys, but maybe we didn't really need to go through all of that. It would make sense to have something here if we were, let's say, deciding to do an additional attic, for instance, over the hall, which is not in the realm of impossibility, right? So we could potentially do that. But one thing at a time. I mean, I should really be getting the other attic done first before I even think about adding another one. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually add that there, because I think that makes a lot more sense. And then we could add like a tiny detail here whereby we've got a bit of Grouston sort of holding up the top of the roof. Like so. I don't think that looks too bad. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of whether or not we have any other options, but... just playing around with stuff, seeing what we can do. Let's say I get a piece like that in. I wonder if it would look horrendous on the other side. I can't see anything up there. Is it maybe the attic that could be... Sorry, not the attic, the second floor that could be the problem. Or if it doesn't even poke out at all, maybe that's the way we go. That might be it right there. But that's barely noticeable. So I could maybe live with that. I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't suit our needs and we just simply take it back down. But yeah, that looks much better, I think. And so we've got the first arch that we wanted. So what I'll do next is just see if I can get the roof returned. Just to, again, double check and inspect that this is, in fact, the look that we want to go for. Hey, what is going on here? Oh, okay, it's not exactly connected. Yeah, I think it doesn't look too bad. I'll live with that. I know I don't sound, like, entirely convinced. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. Make it look even nicer. Have we gone further up enough? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm thinking this looks kind of, like, I don't know, half-assed. Maybe we need this to go further up. Which can be done, right? Let's make it grander. Which means more effort will be needed to actually decorate. But I'm fine with that. So is that high enough? Maybe? Okay, that's a little too high. There. I think that's what we want. So we do that piece and that. Brilliant. Yeah, okay. That definitely looks much better now. So, we sort of just need to get the same thing going on the other side. But now that we've sort of experimented with the left side, I think the other side shouldn't take us too long. Perhaps maybe we will need to grab some more Grafton, but cross that bridge a little bit later. Let's get started. Why do I have some Grafton up there? Or perhaps maybe that was me just experimenting with stuff. Alright, and we just continue on this side first. And I think I need a bit of those supporting beams around here as well. Is that the height? No, I think we need a couple more blocks. Or actually, it might be just one block. Nope. Nope. One more. Okay, so I think it's time for maybe a little bit more Grouston. Let's just quickly go out and fetch that. Bit of a risk here, because I haven't exactly had like a big meal, and we can't really get into any fights. But yeah, it's looking pretty clear, at least for the moment. Can I grab a little bit more? No. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave that. I mean, I thought we had heaps of Grouston, but just like that, it seems like we've almost run out, so... I think we're almost there with the main design. With any luck, we'll have the 2 archers done in this episode. Let's just have a very quick sleep. I reckon by the time we come back to the next episode, we can start playing around with what actually goes in those 2 arches. Or actually, maybe that's jumping the gun a little bit. Maybe we need to design the middle archway or arch decoration and sort of decide what that looks like first before, you know, making a commitment on what to actually put in to decorate. So yeah, let's see. Let's go in with our beams. And yeah, I probably need a guiding piece here, like last time. How did we manage to do that? Just trying to remember. Because what we want is the piece to sit halfway, right? I think what might be easier is if we run the Grouston up from in here instead. I think that might make a lot of sense. Alright, looks good. Now for this side. Hopefully it's gonna be as easy. Kind of need a snack right now, but let me just get this in. I'm thinking, is there a symmetry issue between the left side and the right side of our house? Oh, guys, maybe there is. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Alright. Yeah, this pillar is definitely not in the right spot. I've just realized. It's just the way the Grouston snaps to stuff, but technically this all needs to start from here, from that section there. So let's get that started. Yeah, we might run over a little bit here this episode. I just want to get all of this done. Doesn't even make sense. I'm confused right now. Hang on. I'm just sort of looking at the the way things are lining up from this side as well. Yeah, I think I think that's what I needed. There we go. Alright, I think this should work, technically. Yeah, okay. I thought for a second there we had like some kind of symmetry issue and that there were like some deeper problems with the home that we would have to either address or ignore completely. But no, it is working out. So the 2 arches are completed, finally. Let me just get the roofs back in. And look, there's still details on the inside of the home and of the pillars that we need to fix up. But yeah, I think it's coming along though. So now it's just a matter of getting the center designed, or the main pattern designed. And I think I might go with, I don't know about thick grouston, maybe we could go with thin grouston, but I guess thin grouston doesn't exactly pop as much. So maybe thick grouston is still a good option. But yeah, we'll have to see when we eventually play around with it, and that's unfortunately going to be in the next episode at this point, because I'm definitely due for a little bit of a break. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.